I've got two choices already in my head. Do I start off with the tonic chord? Which in this case, if I show you guys where that is. Oh, whoops. It's just E5, so I'm holding down, that's the 7th fret. It looks like the 9th, but it's the 7th fret above the capo, which is on 2. And we're getting an E, B, E, B. E, B, E, B. Or E, E, B, E, E, B, E sound. Okay, so that's our power 5 chord. Do I start there, or do I start here, which is probably going to then end up being the A, yeah, A major chord. So do I go bum, ba, bum, or do I start down here with an E5 over B, so it's a B, E, B, E. In order to get close, that change, I don't think that sounds as good. Starting on that chord. As our chord at the beginning, it just sounds a bit weak. It's like a power chord second inversion, if that makes any sense. Because the bass note is B. I don't know how we would describe that in classical music as second inversion, because there's no G. So yeah, I think it probably sounds better to have it up here if I'm going to start on an E5. So there's a couple of things, and I've heard quite a bit of this as an idea that I could do. That's very common in trad music. That's the equivalent of like a 4/3 suspension. Yeah, so that's going to be quite a common little motif in a lot of major tunes, by the way, or tunes in the Ionian mode, whatever way you want to think of it. So yeah, if I just go back, I'm probably going to use like a slow version of this rather than using what you guys see here. You know, I don't really want to use. This is useful for, you know, getting it cut into sections, so I know where the A sections and the B sections begin. And that can be very useful for you guys if you're not going to read the music. That's the way to do it. Or you could just listen to the audio and, you know, slow it down. That's even a better way to do it. If you have something like Pitch Switch or the ABRSM app that allows you to slow down audio, that's a great way of doing it. And another good way would be to have the actual notation. So there's 3 ways of doing it. You can do it like I'm doing, which is with the wave file and cutting it into sections, or you can do what I'm about to do and slow it down, or you could do by reading it, which is the easiest way if you have have the notation session.org. Session.org nearly has everything, guys. Nearly, I would say. Okay, so let's just close him down just for a wee sec. And see. Slow. Okay, so I'm going to put slow into Pitch Switch. It's not slow yet until I put it in here. So, didn't take it. Oh, there we go, it did. So, let me see if I just zoom in so you guys could see a wee bit better what we have here. I usually go to about 86% when it comes to the tempo. Just drag that down to about 86. If it goes beneath 80, it tends to get a little bit warped and messed up. So we're not going to do that. Let's just have a listen to it. Okay, yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a good sort of speed. Okay, so that's kind of a nice speed. So I'm just going to zoom back into the Bouzouki to let you guys see what I'm doing at this point. So once you've got your droning going, your next thing is to concentrate mostly on your primary chords. Your chords 1, your chord 4, and your chord 5 are your primary harmonies. They will harmonize anything in a melody, 1, 4, and 5. Okay, so you have to figure out what that's going to be for each key. So for Bouzouki, it's easy enough. So 7 above your whatever fret, wherever you put your capo, or if you don't have a capo, there's about 7 frets above the lowest open strings. That's going to be your 1, your primary chord 1, or your tonic. You can think of it like that, or you can think of it like we do over here as your E power chord. That's another way to think of it. Your chord 5, your dominant chord, if you want to think of it like that, can be this B sus 4. Or if you add the top one, you've got your B5. That's your dominant harmony. Sometimes, depending on how high up the capo is, I can add the wee pinky. There. To get like a B major sound in this case, but I tend not to add it. Especially if I'm going quickly. If I'm moving things fast, I'm not going to have time to, you know, move that wee pinky up and down. So that's your B5, your chord, your dominant chord 5. Your chord 4 is your A major in this case, in the key of E major. Chord A is your 4th chord, your subdominant chord, if you want to think of it that way, or chord 4. So subdominant, chord 4, A in this case, all of it is going to mean the same thing. And depending on where you're moving the capo, guys, you can just think of it, these shapes anywhere up and down the Bouzouki. It's sort of transposing that way. It can be applied to any starting fret you like. In this case, we're doing it in an awkward, weird one for me, which is E. It's only awkward because I'm used to playing in the minor equivalent, or the Dorian equivalent, I suppose. So that's the only reason I'm saying it's awkward. For violin players, E major is the most, and A major and E major and all the other keys they can play in are standard. They learn that since they're kids. It's no problem at all. For guys like me who come from whistles and pipes and tin whistles and flutes and stuff, yeah, this is exotic for us. So 1, 4, and 5, figure out where they're going to go. So let's figure it out. Let's have a listen through. Ba ba bum, bum bum bum. Probably makes more sense listening to that slowed down, not to start on 4. Ba ba bum. You want to start on 5 or 5. 1, your tonic chord. Start on chord 1. Da da da. So we're starting up here. E5 power chord. Ba 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 bum. You can go back to 1. And just keep doing that to see what it sounds like. Keep going back and forward. What's going on with this thing tonight? There we go. where I'm going. Da, 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 ba, 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 da. So that's just chord 1 to 4. Da, dum, da, 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 dum, back to 1. Repeat that. Da, ba, 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 bum. Da, 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 dum. Da, 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 da. That's your 5. Or your, in this case, your B sus4 chord. Yeah, so don't worry when it's I'm talking about sus4 and A5. That's not what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the function of the chords. Is chords 1, 4, and 5 your primary harmony. It's nothing to do with what's added to the chord, like 4th, 6th, 7th, all that sort of stuff. That's just decorative notes, or or decorated harmonies. So don't be thinking sus4 is chord 4 or something. B sus4 is just your chord B with a suspended 4th. So in other words, it doesn't have the D sharp that belongs to B major. It's been suspended by this E. That's the 4th above B. So yeah, that's what it means. sus4. You can add that down if you want to get rid of the sus4 and just make it a complete power chord, B5 chord. I find it easier when just sliding up. As you guys can see, I'm using it. Actually looks quite rude when I'm moving this up and down. This is where the finger that I use, my middle finger, is what I use for like the chord 1. And when I move that up and down, you can tell that I'm using the same sort of fingers to hold down that 4th chord, no matter where it goes. So for me, that's the way. I just don't like that sort of shape. I find it easier to play that and then to have that swap back and forth quite easily with another chord. So that's why I do the sus4, B sus4 down here, or any sus4 as the dominant chord, because it's just easier to move between one and that a lot quicker than, that to that to that to that. Slides up and down more naturally for me. I can do it the other way as well, but I prefer the other sound. Sometimes I literally do. I do slide up to it. If I want to have that effect, so it's easier for me to do that with this finger.